Um, Hello. Nice to see you. If you want to go ahead and drop your question. Greetings, greetings, greetings first, right? So, hi, everybody. There we go. All right, we'll start off. There you go. We are happy to see you. Happy to see you. That's right. Okay, great. If you have a particular question, drop your question in the comments. It'll just be me today. Sarah had a client that she was seeing. So it's going to be fast. Hey, Sammy. That's right. That's right. Hey, and I'm getting your ats right now. So this is perfect. Okay. Appreciate you guys. All right. Okay. So if you have a particular question, okay, I'm going to maybe pull a card on it, or maybe I'll pull a rune. I might look at my placements. I did a little thing yesterday about Pluto going direct, and so like I have a lot of input around that, right? And so Angie, you want me to like look at love for you. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. So as we all just tune into Angie's love life, right? All right. There's a delicateness to it, like a finesse, a finessing that's happening right now. And so in this finesse, it is a lot to do with how you're viewing the way that you allow things to land for you, to your benefit, things being done for you, not to you. For you is expansive. See how that feels? So stay in that energy. And what you're asking for is sooner to come. Okay. And I'll leave you with that. Okay, great. Hello, hello. All right. So start out with our hellos. Thank you very much, you guys. Let's see. So we have this hello. Thank you very much. Very cool. And then we also have Sammy up here. Okay, so let's see. By the way, if I'm answering a question, I'm shifting it toward the recipient's ask. Okay, so if you're asking me of somebody or of something, then and that is like your desire, if your desire is in that focus, I'm going to shift and highlight that in your field so it's easier. Okay, that's what I'm doing right now. That's why it's fast. Okay, all right, so let's see. Okay, here we are. Can Ryan and I's relationship continue on a steady, consistent foundation? The push pull is a lot. Mm. That's the juicy nature of the relationship. That's the draw. Both of you are that way. Both of you want your way. Both of you want to be right. What if both of you are right and both of you do get your way, right? What if all of it works out? Why not look at it like that instead of focusing on the experience that is unprocessed emotion from a previous experience? Okay, because that's what that is. That's what I'm feeling. It's heavy in the front, right? So maybe what we could do is we could, and then it's like it's also part of the story. See how it feels like it's kind of choking? So that's kind of like what that is. And so what we want to do is we want to, it could be anything. Let's just call it energy for now. Okay, it doesn't, we don't have to actually know exactly, pinpoint, blah blah blah. We're looking for a frequency, and when we look for a frequency, we're seeking it with a frequency. So I have a frequency meter like a fishing rod, like that. Okay, nice, right? Okay, see, it gets expansive, your back doesn't hurt. See, it just opens. And when you notice that you're tight, it means that you have packaged information in a very confined, defined space that you're holding on to. And that's what it is. Okay. All right. And now what we did was we just kind of cut the ribbon and we opened it back up. All right. It could be whatever you would like for it to be. Wherever your focus is, that's what will follow. Okay. and you're learning communication. I see that you're learning a lot of communication. By the way, Mercury is going to come into retrograde again, and that will be another opportunity. So how you might have treated this last retrograde was very challenging, right? And what I'm seeing is that one was in August. I don't even know if you knew each other then, but that was really, oh, that's why it's coming up. Okay, so that's what you're looking at. You're looking at your communication style because it's defensive. All right, you don't have to defend yourself. In your other relationships, previous relationships, that's what it's felt like. You don't have to. You don't have to. And that will give you the stability that you're looking for. Okay, so when you feel that compelling need to give a reason as to your beingness, stop. Don't do that. And that is the practice that's going to help you and save you at the same time. It's just moving into a state of being, and it's okay. And you do that through just accepting it. All right. See, now the push isn't there. That's how that works. You're moving your energy field in the way that you would like. Now you're going to experience it differently. It'll be the same information, but it's going to highlight differently because now your focus is in a different direction. And that's how you do it. Okay. Everything is possibility. Good shift. Really good shift. All right. So some things to keep in mind, everybody, especially you, Miss Sammy. All right. Okay. And then I'm just going to, I'll do it to the group, okay? But some things to keep in mind is that Jupiter is still in Cancer, and our emotions are extreme right now. They're in an expansiveness, a grown-up expansiveness. We've already passed a critical degree mark in like diving into our emotions. Pluto is in Aquarius, so our thoughts and beliefs are in transformation, transmutation. So any fears, insecurities, less than conversations we're having with ourselves about a different individual or about ourselves, that is diminishing us energetically. It's telling us we are less than because nobody's hearing it but us. Same shit. Okay. Okay. So the idea is to look for the value that you appreciate. Okay. What is the value that you appreciate through this interaction? What would you like to have more of? And begin to focus in that. You see how this starts to shift? Everything, your momentum is shifting right now. You almost got sick. Sorry about that. Anyway, your momentum, I'm just telling you, so then the way your energy will move. There you go. Okay. Like that. Better. All right. So what we did was we actually used water to initiate the flow that you were asking for. Water is very emotional, but it's also very connective. And that's really what you want. You just want to connect with this individual because you dig them. Okay. And so let that happen. Don't be so fucking afraid of it. Okay, here we go. Blessings. Okay, so here we go. We have oh, okay, great. Okay, let's see. Greetings, T-Motion for all. T-Motional. That's about right. You're very welcome. That's about right. Okay, let's see. What message or guidance do my grandparents have for me through the words and writing I create? You are very creative. I feel that the view from their eyes, because as soon as you asked eyes, right, they came in through my eyes. And so their view is of you as a child. It's very colorful, and it looks as though you did a lot of creative things together. They're very appreciative of your spark, your zest. They want you to keep pushing, whatever that means. They want you to keep pushing, that it is not easy, but you are the truth. You are the truth that people need. There's a lot of love coming through. There's a lot of love coming through. And I know that You connected as soon as the words were spoken because they were specific words to you. And now you're allowing your field to open. And as you allow your field to open, what happens is that as they are in existence, always, correct? In your heart, in your mind, you can feel them in your body, right? Because you remember their embrace, you remember their guidance, the way their hand moves, their everything, right? And it's not so segregated, right? Now it's part of. Okay. Okay. Now it's part of. Now you're part of your understanding. And you're not holding yourself away from their love. Okay. And you're getting guidance. they're just as determined as your ass is. They are fucking fun. I like them a lot. I would side with them, just to let you know. My heart is with them. They are very powerful. Very powerful. All right. Okay. All right. Right. And you do get to know them. You get to know them through your thoughts, through your communications, how you feel. You get told stories. Those stories come to life. They all have energy in them. You start to read the energy. You interact with it through emotion and thought, and it becomes. It's sentient. It's life. Everything exists. As above, so below means it's all the same. It's all the same. It's a different interpretation is what we are contending, but it's all the same. Good. See, now you're settling into your gifts as well. Wasn't that nice? That was a beautiful way to open them, huh? I would do a little bit more meditation, and I would sit. They like colorful schemes. And so I would sit in places that had a lot of color and art, things of expression that make you feel 100% safe and seen. And I think that if you find spaces like this, that you can connect with them readily, like so easy, like it's like right there already. And what you're doing is you're providing your mind a peaceful space to allow a specific focus. And that's how all of us do it. That's how all mediums do it. That's how we all do that. We allow ourselves to become, right? The energy that is coming through, so that way all benefit is to all individuals, right? It's not just about the individual, right? Yeah, because there's so much healing to be done throughout all of our consciousness, and consciousness lives in the seen and the unseen. And so we're all there. We're all M&Ms. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go back up here. I think I have, let's see, any more greetings? Any greetings? Let's see. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Ooh, all right. Oh, okay, here we are. Okay, we have another question. Okay. I hope that was super beneficial to everybody so far. If you have follow-up questions or need clarification after I do this particular reading, I will come back unless there's a new question. Okay. If there's a new question after a beautiful greeting, then I would love to answer that. All right. But because I know you, we'll skip right over that. Hey. Okay, here we go. Felt like a fish coming into like your pond, right? Sometimes I get visuals to how the energy is moving, and it's just such a beautiful understanding because it's flow, right? It's flow. So I'm coming into your flow, right? Sea cliff home. Oh, okay. Let's read the question now. Okay, let's see. Any helpful information I need to know about the Seacliff home? Is it the one to pursue or should I wait for a different one? Hi, you didn't. Okay. Do you want to find the answer? I want to ask you, do you want to find the answer? I think that would bring you greater satisfaction. And I think the answer you already have is correct. I think it's correct. See how you're holding that? See how you're holding that information? Okay. All right. So you know it's right. It feels like a big present. It feels like a big gift, right? Okay. And it still feels like Pandora's box at the same time, but there's so much excitement and appreciation for it showing up the way that it did, right? Ding ding, motherfucker. Ah, yes. Yes. I want to pull some cards for you, okay? I'm going to give you more of a definitive because you're making a declaration. It's already coming in. How this thread is working today is that I'm lining it up. They said a rune. A rune for you. Ooh, they said to pull it from this bag. Interesting. This is the magic bag. I received these and they felt magical. And I said, you must be magical. And they said, we are. So I'm very happy. Let's see. All right. Ooh. Oh, right? Me too. I love magic. I love magic. So it's a yes. Okay. Do something for you. Be quiet. Okay, I did it. Okay. This is very magical indeed. Okay. Okay, here we go. All right. So you got two, I pulled one rune that is going to hold you still. There's a stillness that's surrounding you that makes you feel like you cannot move. Not like you're paralyzed, but like you are not moving. You are a single aspect of energy right now. Is that correct? As soon as I pulled it, it started to happen. So okay. And you're noticing everything around you, but it's around you. So you're in like an observation point, I would say. Okay. And that's where I want you. All right. I want you energetically in a space of stillness so that you can receive the rune of stillness or stand still, withdrawal, ice, Isa. Okay. All right. This is the council. And that means to pull your energy away. So keep that in mind. See how it weighs heavy here? And the reason it weighs heavy here is because clearing has to be done. Otherwise, it is not of benefit to you. You understand? Okay. This is what has to be cleared from that space. The winter of the spiritual life is upon you. You may find yourself entangled in a situation to whose implications you are, in effect, blind. You may feel powerless to do anything except submit, surrender, even sacrifice some long cherished desire. Be patient. for this is the period of gestation that precedes a rebirth. Positive accomplishment is unlikely now. There is a freeze on useful activity. All your plans are on hold. You may be experiencing an unaccustomed drain on your energy and wonder why. A chill wind is reaching you over the ice floes of old, outmoded habits. The second guessing. Trying to hold on can result in shallowness of feeling, a sense of being out of touch with life. Seek to discover what it is you're holding on to that perpetuates this condition and let go. Shed, release, cleanse away the old. So right now you're sensing me like taking it and putting it into the basket in front of you, just pulling it off as I said it, right? That would be shed, release, cleanse, away the old. Doing so will bring on the thaw. Usually, Isa requires a sacrifice of the personal, the I. At such a time, you cannot hope to rely on help or friendly support, and yet there is no reason for anxiety. Remove spirit. Submit and be still, for what you are experiencing is not necessarily the result of your actions or habits, but rather arises from conditions about which you can do nothing. What has been full must empty. What has increased must decrease. This is the way of heaven and earth. To surrender is to display courage and wisdom. Here it comes. Because we're clearing that space. And yet there is another phase to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, drawing Isa can announce a time of restoration and renewal at the deepest level. All right, we're going to clear that energy out of the house. We'll illuminate it. What we're going to do is, it looks like a darker energy. So what we'll do is we will illuminate it. We'll bring in more light energy and illuminate it, because it's all right that it's there. We're just going to give it illumination, guidance. We're going to open a door. We're going to release it. Pretty good. We'll let the door close. We'll put more light. We'll bring more love, right? More love into that house. We're going to release that powerless feeling that's there. We're going to bring earth in to flourish. We'll grid the house. We'll release all spirit energy. Go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. We'll open all of the heavens and doors for cosmic beings. Thank you for your service. You may go. Now the spaciousness is coming for that particular property. Still heavy on your mind. It's your mind. That's your mind that we're feeling. Okay. So treat it like a hat, right? And just say, oh, okay, so this is a subject. Cool. And then just put it outside in observation. Just put it outside in observation. Outside in observation. Okay. All right. Cool. Good so far. Okay. Good so far. And yet there is another phase to stand still. Just as winter is a time for going within, drawing Isa can announce a time for restoration and renewal at the deepest level. In your solitude, exercise caution and do not stubbornly persist in attempting to work your will. Remain mindful that the seed of the new is present in the shell of the old, the seed of unrealized potential, the seed of good. Trust your own process and watch for signs of spring. Okay. All right. So spring. Let's see. Bring on the thaw. Wow, a lot of water today, huh? So we're bringing it into water. How's that feel? I want you to check in, right? Check in and see like if you're in the flow of it now. See, when you get attached to something so deeply, it's very difficult to allow it to come anyway that could like even be better. What if there's something even better, right? If this is the right space as we were feeling, right? We were feeling a very positive vibe that this is the right space. As we check into it now, it still feels really pleasurable, very pleasant, yet we're not as attached. It's not a make or break sort of aspect. We haven't written a story about it. Now it's an experience that we can choose. So that gives us a little bit more, just a little bit more spaciousness, okay, in our choices. Okay. All right. So here we are. Perth is what I drew as the second. And this is the energy that you're moving toward. Okay. And this is like something that you need to be aware of. Okay. All right. So the first one, Isa, is just a straight line up and down. Perth is, this is what Perth looks like. Okay. A hieratic or mystery rune pointing to that which is beyond our frail manipulative powers. Perth is on the side of heaven, the unknowable, and has associations with the phoenix, that mystical bird which consumes itself in the fire and then rises from its own ashes. Its ways are secret and hidden. Powerful forces of change are at work here. Yet what is achieved is not easily or readily shared. After all, becoming whole, the means of it, is a profound secret. On the side of the earthly or mundane, there may well be surprises, gains, or rewards that you did not anticipate. On the side of human nature, this rune is symbolized by the flight of the eagle, soaring flight free from entanglement, lifting yourself above the endless ebb and flow of ordinary life to acquire broader vision. All this is indicated here. Good clearing, huh? Another of the cycle runes, Perth stands at the heart of initiation. New beginnings. Nothing external matters here, except as it shows you its inner reflection. This rune is concerned with the deepest stratum of your being, the bedrock on which your destiny is founded. For some, Perth means experiencing a death. In need be, let go of everything. No exceptions, no exclusions. Nothing less than renewal of your spirit is at stake when you draw this rune. Pretty cool, right? Because when you get brought back to yourself, right, you get brought back to community. You get brought back to what's important, right? And that's how we get fed. We get fed by being brought back to ourselves. So going within, finding out what really means something to us. What is it that we'd really like to experience? All of it is possible as long as we use the story properly to get us to where it is that we would like to be, right? When we diminish ourselves or we say maybe not, of course, that's what takes place. So saying more often, this is a likelihood. Most likely this will happen. I'm in a great position for this to take place. I think this is a good opportunity. And if I continue to tell myself, my vibration and my experience will open further to that possibility. It will become a probability and I'll move into it. As long as I have ease and comfort, it will be pleasurable. If I have resistance and fear, then that's how it's going to be. So the idea is to set my vibration, and I have to do that by being outside of the experience first. Great channel. I hope you guys have a great day. It's 4:01. All right. Love everybody. And I'll see you next Tuesday. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. I have another show with another person. Her name is Laura. And so it's Coffee and Us, right? And we pull cards for you. So if you're interested, you're more than welcome to tune in. That's 9 a.m. Pacific and 10 Mountain Time. And then on Thursday night, I have another show that is at 8 p.m. And that's with Angie. And that's us talking about healing our inner child and things like that. Right. And then on Wednesday afternoon at around 4:30, we're inviting people to be live guests at Body Studios just before the Reset Lounge. And Ashley and I are going to be providing you feedback to things that you want to be seen for and about. Okay. Anyway, I love you guys. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day.